Hey everybody, hope your day is going well. We're back with another reaction, and we're gonna listen to Practical Arrangement by Sting. I believe this is of his album The Last Ship. And I saw this recommended in the comments a few times, and I was interested because of the title, Practical Arrangement. Interesting title for a song. So let's have a listen. I've been enjoying the Police Journey and also some of Sting's solo songs, which are really some incredible, emotionally loaded songs. So and storytelling songs as well. So there's great writing, great music, and great vocal. Looking forward to this. Let's jump in.
Am I asking for the moon? Is it really so implausible that you and I could soon come to some kind of arrangement? I'm not asking for the moon. I've always been a realist when it's really nothing more than a simple rearrangement. With one roof above our heads, a warm house to return to. We could start with separate beds. I could sleep alone or learn to. I'm not suggesting that we'd find some earthly paradise forever. I mean, how often does that happen now? The answer's probably never. But we could come to an arrangement, a practical arrangement, and you could learn to love me, given time. I'm not promising the moon, I'm not promising a rainbow, just a practical solution to a solitary life. I'd be a father to your boy, a shoulder you could lean on. How bad could it be to be my wife? With one roof above our heads, a warm house to return to. You wouldn't have to cook for me, you wouldn't have to learn to. I'm not suggesting that this proposition here could last forever. I've no intention of deceiving you. You're far too clever. But we could come to an arrangement, a practical arrangement, and perhaps you'd learn to love me, given time. It may not be the romance that you had in mind, but you could learn to love me, given time.
Wow. This one carries some weight in terms of the message, emotional, while it's actually suggesting a practical arrangement. But there's a lot of emotion behind it, which is, if you think about it, the contrast between the realist type words and, hey, this is, I'm not promising the moon, I'm not asking for the moon. And, this is what I'm suggesting, and it might be better than the alternative, which might be a lonely life. Uh, but actually, there's a lot of love and emotion behind that, which is really nice. There's a very powerful subtext to that. I love the arrangement of this song, the slow. It almost feels a little bit jazzy, almost like I'm in an after hours jazz club, with the very slow spotlight on the one singer there. And I was surprised by his vocals in terms of the bassiness in his voice here. maybe this has to do with, this is from 2013, I believe. I think the songs that I've been listening to, they may have all been prior to that. So sometimes your voice kind of matures, changes, gets deeper, maybe. And it's also probably a choice for this particular song. But when he did go up into the middle range and the higher range, it was really beautiful and smoky and airy. And then he went back to the bassy sound. It's like, whoa, almost venturing in spoken word territory almost, right? But still singing. Really great, because it really brings forth that message, because it is there's a lot of love and romance in his voice, but less so than if you could do more sing-songy. Does that make any sense? Sing-songy, is that a word? Because now it's like I'm speaking to you, in an adult manner, and this is almost a contractual offer I'm making you. Yeah, really nice. Is it so impossible? I could learn to even sleep alone if that's what it takes, but at least we would have a nice warm house to come home to, and we'll be together. And I'll even take care of your boy. And I'm not promising any rainbows, just a practical solution to a solitary life. So this is an agreement born out of loneliness, and some people could really benefit from that. It's better than it beats being alone sometimes. It depends on who you are. Some people might maybe better on their own, but it's nice. You don't even have to cook for me. I'm not expecting a traditional role here. We're not going to fall into that. You don't have to learn. I don't want to deceive you because you're too smart for that. It's really actually a lot of beauty in this. And, there was one thing here, like, I'm not suggesting we find this earthly paradise, like a lot of love is being portrayed in a lot of songs. And there is to that. I'm fortunate enough to experience that type of love, but it's not always the case, especially here. Because, I mean, how often does it happen, he says? Answer is probably never, which of course is not true. Same for, not everybody's going to have everlasting soulmate love, but it doesn't mean that it's not non-existent, so probably here shaped by experience, resulting in a little bit of cynicism, which I understand if you just didn't have any luck in that department. So really nice. I wonder how he came to this. If it's out of personal experience or just, writing this type of, it's really great writing. Beautiful. I want to hear that beginning again, because it was on the drum we had like or maybe it was just a triangle. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't even a cymbal on drum. Might have been just a triangle. Ting, ting. And then there's piano. I might have heard light electric guitar, but very light, or might have been an electric piano. I don't know. The bass, the piano.
Am I asking for the moon?
Wow, that
Is it really so implausible
warm and rich
that you and I could soon come to some kind of arrangement? I'm not asking for the moon. I've always been a realist when it's really nothing more than a simple rearrangement.
I hear in the right ear. I'm still debating on what instrument it is. I think it's an electric.
A simple rearrangement with one roof above our heads, a warm house to return to. We could start with separate beds. I could sleep alone or learn to. I'm not suggesting that
he's willing to make sacrifices. That's kind of what he's saying with that line. If it means that, sleep alone, and that's it. Basically as friends, living together. Beautiful song, great writing, fantastic arrangement with very fitting vocals on this. The different cadences that he used, dun, 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 and then kind of build up, go down, back to the lower register. Really nice song. Thank you for suggesting it, and everybody else for spending some time with me. And if you have any other recommendations, let me know. I hope to see you there. Goodbye. Yes, the reaction is over, but yes, I'm also still here. And yes, this is a promotion for my Patreon. a lot of people that join my Patreon, they always tell me, I didn't know that you had one. You should promote it more. And I say, yeah, yeah, I know. I don't do that too often. And I was thinking about, adding a little plug, before the reaction, but then the intro becomes 2, 3 minutes, and people that are totally not interested gonna have to sit through that or skip ahead. And I don't really like to do that. So I'll make this video, add it on to the end of the video. And if you made it that far, you can watch this part. And if you're not interested, you can just click off, right? Usually, most people don't even watch a reaction till it's fully over. So if you made it this far, you might like my reactions or my style or what I have to say at the end of a reaction, or how I dive into lyrics. And that's what I've been doing on the Patreon, especially the second tier. The first tier is general support and access to the request queue when it's open, and also the occasional video. On the second tier, I do album deep dives, the blocked reactions, the watermark free reactions. And we've been doing some great albums. You might see some on the screen right now. And yeah, it's been amazing. And the support has been tremendous, helping to keep the lights on, because that's really a big part of the channel and how I'm able to do it, every day, and devote so much time to it. It's been amazing. Hope to explore many more uh, albums and artists. And if you're interested, the link to the Patreon is in the description and in the pinned comment of this video. And yeah, it's been a great community. Uh, it's a rare find to have so many great people on the internet. It's pretty small still, but so many kindred spirits, so many great discussions we're having over there. It's been a great joy as well. It's been a help, financially, of course, but it's also been great to connect with so many like-minded people and have some discussions about music and discover some cool stuff. It's really great. So if you're interested, uh, go over there. Happy to have you. It's not a lifelong commitment either. Of course, you can just watch the reactions, dip out whenever you want. No worries at all about that. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know this way. Thank you so much for all your support. And even if you can't support the Patreon, a like on the video, subscribing on YouTube, that's all free, and it takes a second, and it really does help out. So yeah, thank you for everything, and I hope to see you in another video. Goodbye.